The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.
Hi, my name is Al Alvarez, and I have the business card to prove it. And you're behind the scenes, and we talk about independent film, music, and also the arts. I'd like to proudly introduce to you this evening our very good friend, Mr. Ron Borders. Hi, Ron. How you doing?
Very well. How you doing, Al?
Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for having me.
Ron and I are both members of the very exclusive, no, it's open to the public. It's called the Sunscreen Film Society. Ron, why don't you tell us a little bit about what this top-notch organization is all about?
Well, we're definitely about networking, filmmaking. Let's see, we run workshops. Sometimes we throw parties. We have screenings.
Not parties.
Well, sometimes parties.
Like parties where everybody dances and stuff?
No, parties where everybody makes movies.
Okay, so we're throwing a movie party, and you're invited. The third Wednesday of every month, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, the location for our next meeting is at
UT, isn't it?
UT.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we're having
our last meeting was at UT. This
Oh,
month
Indie
is
Studios.
this month it's going to be at Indie Studios.
This is a big
and all
event.
you have to do is Google, right? Google Indie Studios St. Pete, and you'll find the address. So take it upon yourself. Please grab a pen because I'm going to be giving you some information throughout the show. Okay. So that being said, how long have you been involved with the Sunscreen Film Society?
Well, we've been around 1 year now, almost. Well, it's actually the beginning. Organization
Right.
4 months. So we're restructuring from former ashes of other film societies, but we have a lot of great advantages. For one, we're bi-coastal, so we're Los Angeles and Florida. We have screenings on both coasts, and this society is pretty unique because we have a lot of professionals who reach out to join us.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, now you said that we're bi-coastal. I know that Tony Armour, the head of the Sunscreen Film Festival, which was just last weekend, I had the opportunity to attend all 4 days, and it was phenomenal. I won't miss one again. But tell us about how we got bi-coastal. I mean, that's a big jump.
Because Tony Armour, basically the gentleman who put together the film festival, put together 2 festivals, one for Florida and one for California. The one in Florida is here in St. Pete, and the one in California is in Los Angeles, like South Bay.
Right, right. So we are under the Sunscreen Film Society, actually, which we had a pamphlet here. You can see it right there. But we're actually under the umbrella of the Sunscreen Film Festival. I know it kind of sounds repetitious, but it's just a really good networking opportunity. It's
May I add
educational.
one more thing?
Absolutely, please.
There's one more thing. Of all of the organizations in this local area, we happen to be the only organization who is endorsed by the Academy of Science Motion Pictures and Television.
So the Oscars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
We're the only ones.
That's pretty special.
That's very special.
Ron, I really appreciate you coming out tonight. I'm probably going to be talking a little bit more about the Sunscreen Film Society later in the show, as I do every week.
Yes, sir.
And I'd just like to thank you so much. I know that you work hard every day. And so, now tell us real quick, what do you have coming up? I know you're working on a script.
I have several scripts, and I have a lot of balls in the air right now.
Okay.
Basically, I'm just working on trying to get financing. I do have a reputable studio. Indie Studio said that they're willing to work with me to get one of my features launched. So,
Fantastic.
Yeah, every humble beginnings. That's all I can say, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity.
Okay, great. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, we've got some new members. Aaron Walker from UT.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a professor there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's on our board of directors.
Neil Gillarte.
And also, that's right, Neil Gillarte.
Gillarte, Jerry LeBud.
Gillarte,
Jamie LeBud.
Yeah.
Mike Hippert. Z.
And the International Productions.
Absolutely. He's shooting a feature called Scapegoats right
That's
now.
right.
In fact, he's casting on the 18th. and he'll be
Oh,
running
I
a
was going to
casting.
say that.
I'm sorry. Well,
No,
he's
that's all
running
right. That's why I asked you to get a pen.
workshop
Go ahead. Go ahead.
on the 21st. 3 days later, he's running a casting workshop.
That's right. Now, I have some information on that, or I had some information.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump the.
No, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so casting calls. The International Productions presents an audition for the feature film Scapegoats. Now, Z has a film in distribution in Europe right now. It's called. It's called Real Premonitions.
Yeah,
and
Real
I
Premonitions.
saw it last week. Finally, I hadn't had a chance. I only saw the reel.
Actually, he
on
got
YouTube.
worldwide.
Oh, finally, huh?
Yeah, he got worldwide.
Okay, so stay tuned to your theaters because it'll be coming soon. Now, it's going to be filmed right here in Pinellas County. The location for the audition, all right, for the casting call, is the Players School of Music, 923 McMullen Booth Road, Clearwater. Okay, the Players School of Music, 923 McMullen Booth Road. Now, that's the old KPOC Theater, KPOC, and it's it's located adjacent to the Sam Ash Music Academy there and store. So if you have any questions, just go to Google, go to Bing, take the responsibility of finding out where this is, and mark your calendar, right?
Yes,
so it's
sir.
on the 18th, and what I don't see here is, now it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now everyone's always looking for a good casting call. This is going to be a feature film. You've got a really good experienced writer, producer, director here. And it's going to be full of professionals. This is a casting crew call and a casting for and auditions for actors as well, for talent. Okay, and I'm sure he's going to be putting a lot of extras on. So come out, bring your headshots, bring a business card, bring your resume and bio. Come prepared. If you're an actor, if you're a crew member, you're responsible to market yourself. They don't call it showbiz for nothing, right?
Absolutely.
That's the business part of being in the business of being in entertainment.
Yeah, you're responsible for marketing yourself.
That's right.
100% of the time.
And coming out and making a good first impression, because there's no second chance to make a good first impression. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so anyway, now it's ages 8 to 60, all types needed, but in particular, Italian, Spanish, African American, and Oriental-looking guys and gals. Okay, and that is emphasized because it's going to be an international film. So everyone is asked for. But if you're of different descents, please don't think that we're not looking for you, because we are. We want an international type flavor of film, right? That's the kind of stuff that Z does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So please, Z International Productions, you can go onto YouTube and check out his previous trailer, which is called Real Premonition. Z Ahmed, he's a great guy and great writer, screenwriter, producer.
All around general good person.
Yeah, he really is, and he knows his stuff, and he'll be giving instructional workshops at the KPOC Center very soon, right? So what else you got? What do you got coming up?
Oh, that's pretty much it, Al. Just here to talk about
The sunscreen?
sunscreen.
Yeah. Okay, well, listen, I really appreciate you coming out. I'll tell you what, don't we have that logo of the Sunscreen Film Society? Why don't we bring that up, and then we're going... Now, let me ask you, did you all go get a pen, a paper, your notebook, your pad, something? Take some information up, because this is a very educational, fun-filled show, right? Okay, so I'll tell you what, there's the logo up in the right-hand corner of your screen. So, Ron, thank you so much for coming out.
For
you know what?
having me.
Hold on just a second, because we're going to start... this weekend on Thursday evening, I had the opportunity to go out for Talk Watch Studios and behind the scenes. And I went to the Sunscreen Film Festival, and I was on the red carpet interviewing local actors and crew personnel. And I was out there with Doug Vader, who's just a very talented videographer. So we have a kind of a trailer that Doug put together. So please kick back and enjoy it. I think you really will. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that, please, Chris. 3, 2, 1. Hi, and coming toward us is Mr. John Matheny. John, I understand you made a feature film this year. Can you tell us somewhat about it?
It's Murder on Frog Pond Drive. It's a murder mystery. A couple of young detectives trying to find the bad guy. A lot of red herrings in it, to where when we were actually doing some preliminary screenings and test screenings on it. About 10 minutes before the end of the movie, we always stopped it, and we would ask people, okay, who's the killer? And nobody knew, which is kind of the way we want it, a murder mystery to be. And then we wrap it up in the last 10 minutes, and everybody. And then you have to kind of go through and realize it's kind of like the Sherlock Holmes stories, that all of the pieces were there if you had caught it, and so you have to kind of replay the tape in your head. Oh.
Well, that's a murder mystery, right?
That's the whole idea, right? That's the whole formula.
That's right. So
they said once that the way you write a mystery is you write the ending first. And then you go backwards and you drop all the little pieces of the puzzle in the script prior to the ending. And I don't think that's the way my brother did it, but it's a pretty good.
So this movie was written by your brother?
Yeah, Bo Matheny.
Okay, and produced and directed by John Matheny?
And we co-produced it, yes.
Okay, great. Well, I know that I attended the premiere and it was very well attended.
Yes.
What's next for that film?
We are now trying to, we know how to make movies. We're now trying to figure out how to sell them. Okay, and so we are working on a deal right now to do a screening for a week screening at the Bellagio in the fall.
Okay.
And we're looking at various other avenues for distribution.
And that's the Bellagio's up on North Dale Mabry, correct?
Yeah, it's in Carrollwood, right.
Okay, real good. Well, John, thank you for showing up tonight.
We have Z out of bed. Z
International Productions. So nice to see you right here at the Sunscreen Film Festival. How are you today?
Doing fine.
Doing great. All right. Are you here to support a particular film or project?
Well, I'm here to support my town, and we have the Sunscreen Film Festival. It's the best thing there is. We have seen this thing growing from so many years, and now it's becoming international, which is great, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to see you. You know, this is the 2014, which is the 9th annual Sunscreen Film Festival. Just last year, are you aware that just last year the Sunscreen Film Festival opened in Los Angeles?
Yes. We heard that now it's affiliated with the Los Angeles, affiliated with the Cannes Festival in Europe.
Yes.
This is really a great thing. Very good.
So Tony Armour and Sunscreen are blowing up, right?
Tony Armour is doing a really good job. Really good job.
Well, thank you so much for coming. How you doing, Mr. Cove?
I'm good.
That's great. My name's Al Alvarez. I'm with Behind the Scenes. We have an online television talk show, and we deal with film. So we're so nice to have you. Miss Lorraine.
This is Lorraine Ziff.
Lorraine Ziff, I beg your pardon. And Martin Cove.
Yeah.
We're so glad to have you. Are you here to support a particular film, or do you have a project in the festival?
Well, we both worked on a project. Lorraine's a producer, and she's an actress in a movie called Six Gun Savior. And I'm in it with Eric Roberts as well, and it's a surrealistic Western.
Okay. And now, is that showing here at the festival on what day?
No, it's in post-production now. We're doing 2 seminars as well. We're teaching a seminar about pitching projects and a seminar about acting.
Okay.
So we have that project here, but it's in a post-production situation.
Well,
it's not ready yet.
We'll very much look forward to that project. Big fans of your work. Here at the Sunscreen Film Festival, we're all about the independent artists, the independent films. So we appreciate you so much coming out to share your knowledge and insight and everything that you've learned over the years. So I just want to say from your local community, thank you so much. Would you like to say anything else?
Go ahead, Lorraine. You can talk about your other movie.
Yeah, let's go, Lorraine.
We've got all kinds of independent projects going on right now. We've got Mindless. We've got She Rises with Angus McFadden. We've got The Girl. We've got Six Gun Savior, which, of course, Marty is amazing in, and my son Matthew is in it as well, Matthew Ziff. We're doing a documentary, so we're working on a lot of independent things. We're very supportive of the independent industry.
That's fantastic. So you continue to make it happen. Right here, I'll bring that over. So that was great, huh? What a great job I did. I'll tell you. No, it was actually a very nice opportunity that I was given to be on the red carpet and meet and talk to a lot of the local filmmakers, as well as Martin Cove and his producer there. So, Max, I know that you have, the reason Max is here is he's a writer, director, producer,
yes,
and he has is it an episodic television series?
It is, yes. It's a web series, YouTube series based on the life of young Robin Hood.
Okay, so the story is called?
The Day in Life, A Day in a Life of Young Robin Hood.
Okay, very cool, very cool. So now, since it's a young Robin Hood, what are the age groups? What kind of age group are you talking?
Well, when we started the episodes, my youngest was like 11 years old, and then oldest one was 15. Now
Okay.
they're all grown up 2 years ago, so I think our youngest is like, 15, I think 14, and our oldest is going on, I think 17 or 18.
That's,
Yeah, so it's 2 years, see him grow up.
Yeah,
2 years
I
go by,
know.
see him grow up.
It's kind of, you have to hurry up and do the chapters,
pretty
right?
much,
Yeah.
yes, pretty much. Yep. Mhm.
But then again, I mean, we watched a lot of the kids on like Little House on the Prairie,
Correct.
and you know, and various shows, family shows like that. As they grew up, and then the next seasons came in, and
That is
you
so
know,
true, yes,
and
yes.
all of a sudden, you know, you're reading the tabloids, and they're married with 3 kids, but they're playing a 16.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, yeah. Some people can do that. They just have the perpetual
Not me,
baby face
buddy.
look, and neither of us probably. Yeah.
Yeah. But so was it a big audition process? I mean, did you were these people that you knew, or did you hold an open audition?
Oddly enough, I didn't audition anybody. Basically,
Okay.
I just did a casting call, and we had like over 20-something submissions when we started. And I pretty much went through all the submissions, and I picked 3 of them. And lucky enough, they were the right choice. And then we did the 1 episode, and they came out okay. And then, yeah, I don't think I've auditioned anybody. Other than the last episode we did, chapter on the 7th chapter, I was looking to 2 particular looks. An older adult wizard, mage-looking kind of person. I found a guy named...
You'd make a great wizard.
Well, thank you, sir. I have played wizard before. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. So yeah, and looking for the younger version of the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Right.
You know, but he's all like obnoxious, spoiled kind of thing. So the only 2 auditions I've done for Young Robin Hood was those 2, and I found this one gentleman named Sean Landenberger out of Palatka. He played the mage like awesomely, and of course Matt Nardozzi is our young Sheriff of Nottingham.
Okay.
Which he's an established actor in himself. He's been around like everywhere. He's established, and lucky enough to have him in our production.
Okay, great. Now, where is this being shot?
Mostly we shoot at a park in Orlando called Dickerson Azalea Park.
Okay.
We have, it's a park that dates back to the 1920s, and it's built into a receded, like an old riverbed.
Oh, yes.
So it's all stonework and everything, so we can actually have a camera down and point anywhere. You see forest, own stonework, and has also the modern.
Beautiful, huh?
Correct.
Yeah, I saw some of the outtakes on it, and I was real impressed with the location because, I mean, it really does portray, you know, that era, and it's just a great location.
It is.
It really is. So, congratulations, good job there. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we meet these young actors?
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have probably some actors walk in. Also, location-wise, we've used the Sanford Municipal Cemetery. It's an older section. It's got the older graveyards. We use that part, and we also have tape in a backyard of one of our talents, the Ignacio's. We tape in their backyard. So you know,
So
we're taping
does
everywhere.
he live in the forest or something?
They do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah,
so
we
what was the forest called?
Dickerson Azalea Park.
No, the real forest in Robin Hood.
Oh, Sherwood Forest.
That's right,
Yeah,
Sherwood
we came up with
Forest.
Sherwood Forest, and we came up with
So-
a town called Bramford. Didn't exist. So.
Yeah. So okay.
So
let's
first of all,
introduce-
let me have this is Benjamin Smith.
Hello, Ben.
He plays the role of Braden.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming
He's
in.
one of my talents I met. I've known him for like 5 years from fencing class.
That's great.
I kind of casted him for like 4 episodes. Next I have, of course, everybody's getting to know this talent over here. Thaddeus Ignacio. He played Auric, like a seer, Auric the seer, magician, kind of with some magic on him too.
Right.
So. And of course we have the very talented and very well-known Ashley Nicole.
Mademoiselle.
She plays Mavel, and Mavel in Celtic means songbird.
Oh, why
So
don't you
it's
go
got-
ahead and take the front seat there?
Yeah, so
Mavel.
her name is Mavel. We came up with the name because it signifies songbird in Celtic, being that she's a singer. So
Oh, yes.
she's like our magician, wizardess kind of person.
I do this every show.
You do?
I drop
Okay.
number. Yes, I do.
Mine's okay too. And our newer talent is Alaric Hayden.
Alaric.
He has played an actual.
Pleasure.
He plays
Thank you for coming.
the role of Rowan.
Go ahead and face camera. There you go.
Which is actually he was actually
I like it.
trapped in a stone for 100 years, and then we actually Ulrich with a little magic spell released him, so he found himself 100 years
Great.
later. So different stories, like it's a legend. So I figured you can switch the legends around, add a few things here and there. So I went creative on it and try to stick to the Robin Hood production itself.
Right.
And I added magic and things like that, and just different variations of it.
Well, I tell you what. Are you guys comfortable? Do you need more leg room? Because you're tall. Yeah, you cool? Why don't you scoot up just a little bit?
Panda bear, but
You could, a real one?
yeah, that would be.
I thought maybe that was kind of a chocolate drink or something, Panda Bear, you know. If you need to slide up, you guys get comfortable, okay? Because we're going to have you here for 3 or 4 hours just sitting there. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so as you know, we're live here behind the scenes, so we can kind of goof around, and there's no one to tell us how to produce the show except for me, okay? I just have to stay in some particular guidelines and boundaries. But anyway, listen, I want to talk one more thing about you in particular.
Yes, sir.
And Lee. Me in particular, Lee. And that is that you are a martial arts instructor. Is that correct?
Correct. Well, I'm a martial artist. I haven't done any martial arts instructing for a while, but I have 3 black belts in different styles. My main one being Kempo Karate. I have a 30-degree black belt in that. Black belt in Shotokan and black belt in Taekwondo. And I have like 3 or 4 different martial arts behind that.
So you're more than qualified to handle the stunts.
I believe so, yes. I do also,
with safety.
Correct.
The
correct.
warm-ups, the choreography.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. Yeah. So that's. I mean, that must be a great comfort to the family, knowing that they're in capable hands.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
that they're safe on the set. That's very important.
Yeah.
It's important for me when I go out on the set.
Of course,
you know,
absolutely.
I can imagine,
Safety is paramount. I mean, I've been doing also with a gentleman named Rick Garcia. We do a lot of medieval recreation shows in town and different places. So between him and me, we do a lot of sword choreography and broadsword and archery and everything else. So I incorporated his resources with my resources. Came up with a couple episodes with some weapons choreography. Came out very well. Nobody hurt.
Yeah. There you go. Now, nobody hurt you yet, right?
Yeah,
no,
well,
that's not going to happen.
I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. But anyway, well, I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and show a video clip. And this is just kind of an outtake of chapters 3, 4, and 5, right?
Correct, yes, sir.
Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at that now, and then we'll come back and talk to these young actors. We're really looking forward to that. Right. So let's go for that. 3, 2, 1, and action.
It's rumored that Grey Dragon is nearby.
The time is upon us, brother. We must prepare for the sacrifice, for the Grey Dragon.
Did you say the Grey Dragon? Yes, my lady. Everyone in town's talking about it.
In nomine Pedro Feo.
Didn't get as many touches as you had before. Seems you're a better archer than a fighter.
Okay, you win. I'll do dishes for 3 days. Okay, 7 days.
I am aware of a very juicy Ezra secret this afternoon. Let's partake in this with me, dear fellow. I would be most obliged. Lead the way, Lady Lucy.
Hey, Robin. Sorry about that.
Hello. How are you?
I didn't want to kill that man. Killing is not the answer to anything. I just reacted.
Well, apparently you didn't kill anyone. We went back to see who was left, and there wasn't anything. Not even a trace of blood. It's almost like they just disappeared.
Oh, so you're saying I missed? You know I don't miss that often.
Good day, lads. And what brings you out here on this fine day?
Well, good day, lads. That's brave and bold of you. By the time you get near me with one of those, you're going to have an arrow sticking out of your chest. You want to take a risk?
Who are you and why are you shooting arrows at us?
You jump to conclusions too quick, young one. Look again. I am Gregorio of Castile.
He is one of Sheriff Nottingham's men. The sheriff. His men.
I was one of Sheriff Nottingham's men. Not anymore. Don't you believe in giving people a second chance, young Loxley?
still can't believe that Will is your brother.
Can we not talk about it anymore? Let's focus on the tournament.
Have you seen Will at the entrance to Bamford? He did it again. He just disappeared. I think Will is a ghost or a spirit. He does that a lot. I'm beginning to think the same thing.
No such thing as ghosts or spirits, lad.
Welcome, lads, to the archery range. This facility will be open to you most days to use at your leisure. And I see we have Robin of Locksley here with us, our current archery champion. I wish you the best of luck should you have to cross arrows with this lad here. Archers, the Lady of Bramford. Bow.
You may rise. Thank you all for coming today. It is my expectation that you will enjoy this facility and ever improve upon your archery skills. Thank you, Quartermaster Montoya. You may proceed.
Thank you, my lady. We have a late arrival. Well, take your post. We do not have all day.
I told you Will was a ghost. He just appeared out of thin air.
Not a ghost. If I've already seen Robin, somebody left this for him at the Loxley house.
Last time I saw him, he went down to shoot some arrows behind the bridge.
One of equal skills you will meet, with hair as white as snow. This person will guide you to the magic stone of the winter's snow. Below the plaque of the name you know.
The magic stone of the winters. My grandpa used to tell me stories of a stone that fell from the sky at winter.
XL2. All right.
All right. That was pretty cool. It looked very authentic.
Thank you.
It really, the way it was directed and the location that you had, it really made you feel like you were going back to the Renaissance, era.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Good
Appreciate
job.
it very much.
Well
very
done.
much.
Now, what about these crazy young actors that we have over here?
Well, let's see. Well, you met, of course, the group here.
Yes.
My most veteran that's here will be Benjamin Smith. He's been in like 3 or 4 episodes. I met him about 4 or 5 years ago in a fencing class, and I cast him as his role, and he's done a couple productions with me also, different
Good.
videos
Well, I'll
I've done
tell
before.
you what. Let's ask Benjamin a couple of questions.
Of course.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the what are the nuclear components of an atom when subjected to radioactive light?
2.
Exactly. She's smart,
I thought
man.
it was 42.
Yeah.
Remember 42 some time ago?
No, I'm just
42.
kidding.
Okay.
So when you first started working with Max, what was your first impression of him? And were you scared? Do you think he looks like a scary guy? He looks pretty serious, huh?
Like when I saw him, I was like, "Whoa, that guy's serious."
Yeah.
But when you get to know more,
Yeah.
like you feel like he's more like relaxed.
Yeah. He seems like it to me when I first met him, but that's one old guy to no, I'm just kidding. No, one adult to another, But now he was saying that you worked on 4 episodes or 4 seasons.
Yeah,
4 episodes.
4 episodes.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So now, can you tell us a little bit about what else you've done? Have you done any projects in the past?
I did a few with him called Druid, and it was just like, I think it was like 3 episodes.
3 episodes. We did like one long video, like a 9-minute
just like-
video. Basically,
yeah.
he played like the role of Mordred
Uh-huh.
from the old Celtic Druid legend. So,
Right.
That was mine.
Are you? What other types of roles would you like to portray? If you had your choice of any role, let's say Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, or Winter in Dolphin Tale, being he's a teenager now, Dolphin Tale 2, right? So something across the board. What kind of film would be your favorite to play?
If it would be like a Young Avengers. If
Okay.
it would be like the young
Oh, I like
Captain
that. There you
America.
go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I liked Captain America growing up. Yeah, Marvel Comics.
That'd be good.
So who wants to go next? First one, put the hand up. Okay. Thaddeus, let's see. Why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm short.
You look the same height as the other guys there.
Oh, no.
No? He is short?
Oh, geez.
Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm tall. But anyway, so what, you're in what grade? I mean, where do you live? What are your likes? Do you have a girlfriend? You have 2 girlfriends? What's up with Thaddeus?
I'm in 7th grade.
Yeah.
And I do swords with Max.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to use staves, swords, and sticks.
So that's something that you like, and you think you might pursue it as, as not a hobby, but it's really it's a vocation.
Could
really.
be a career if it gets it right. Could be a career. Yeah.
Well, it can be.
Yeah, he's the youngest member of the Genesis stunt team in Orlando, so he's joined with them. So he's doing a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and if not a career, I mean, it's always a handy tool to have. You could train other people, in the future and really help them to pursue their dreams. So that's fantastic. Yeah, it really is. Now, Alaric, how you doing? Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So how long have you been acting?
For about a couple months now.
Okay, so it's kind of your first opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, did you act in school, or what brought you to want to act?
It was more of like on stage, like, Broadway kind of stuff.
Okay.
So
watching Broadway or
being in it.
Okay, so so had you performed in any school plays?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have so you did have some acting experience before. So the whole thing, working in film, was a little different to you, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, I met Max at the first video that we did was Day of the Hunter.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty weird at first because I didn't know anybody, and shy at first, but after a couple hours of just filming, got kind of comfortable.
Yeah, well, I mean, young people may be a little more shy than adults because Max and I, when we first met, we had kind of contact, we kind of had some correspondence back and forth on social media, and then when we finally met in person, it was kind of like, hey, how you doing? And so adults have kind of an advantage there. But I remember being young, it was a little awkward, meeting people. But don't, I mean, because one of the biggest things in this business, and it is a business, okay, is networking, okay, getting to know people on the set. Okay, you know that there's a level of behavior. I was watching some of the bloopers and behind the scenes, which we're going to watch some behind the scenes after a while, right? Awesome. And there's a lot of playfulness in between scenes. There's a lot of playfulness with adults too. We talk and joke around and all that. But when you go on the big movie sets, like when when Hollywood comes to town or what have you, then they really expect a certain level of concentration and to be kind of more quiet on the set. There's kind of a decorum that you have to carry. But you'll learn that as you go. So let's talk with Ashley Nicole.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, so, okay, tell us about the character that you have.
Oh, yay, I love this. I actually really like Mabel because I've never really played a character that's like me. And Mabel's, she starts off shy, but she's got a magic side to her, which I like because, she gets to use her powers against people, hit people in the head with a log. You know how many times I wanted to do that?
Without holding it?
Yes.
Yeah, I could just, boosh.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And so what else do you like about working on this particular project?
I'm the only girl.
Oh.
I love that.
So,
there's no cat fights, no drama. I love it.
So, but do you get a lot of attention?
No, I don't. Well, wait, do I?
Yeah.
You do, of course.
You get a lot of attention.
Apparently, I do.
Whether you know it or not, you're getting a lot of attention. Okay, which that's kind of normal. So, but I know that I've been following you kind of on and off. I'm an independent artist myself. I'm a songwriter and a performer. So I kind of have, that's kind of a warm place in my heart also. I'm also an actor, so I know kind of what you guys are going through also, with, kind of, feeling that you've got to make friends and kind of, which way do you go, and it's a whole new thing. So just if it's something that you want to pursue and you want another gig, just keep your ears open. Pay attention, keep your ears open, because that's real important, right, Max?
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah. So learn everything you can on the set so that, I carry cables if they need cables carried. I really do, If they need somebody to relieve the boom operator, I'll do that because they're going to remember who I am. And the next project, they're going to say, he's a team player. Not only is he right for the part, but he's a team player. And guess what? He showed up in time for the audition. You know, so that's pretty cool too. Don't keep people waiting. But let's see. There was a gentleman on that scene.
Yes, sir.
Who he was a big guy, kind
Yes.
of buffed. And who's that?
His name is Rick Garcia.
Okay.
He is the director of a group called LANS, which means Live Action Entertainment something or other. I forgot his name. Him and I, we've been doing medieval recreation and private shows like for a couple of years. So I've known him for a long time, and like me, he has a collection of swords and knives and broadswords and medieval costumes and pirate costumes, and like anytime I need extras, say, hey Rick, wanna come on in?
So do you guys do the Renaissance Fair? And
well, yeah, absolutely. Every year we get there and dress up and walk around in costume. Absolutely.
Good for you.
That's the best thing.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, I had gone to Renaissance Fair. I'll tell you a real quick story. But I had gone to Renaissance Fair out in Southern California. That's where I'm originally from. And, you know, I was there with a girlfriend at the time and another couple. And we were halfway through the day eating our drumsticks and walking around having fun and playing games. And I had to use the restroom. So I asked one of these characters that are all dressed up, excuse me, you know, do you know where the restroom is? He grabs me by the arm. He starts carrying me. He says, he's got to use the privy. Everyone, all the way to the men's room. He's got to use the privy. And everyone's just laughing at me, you know, in other words, the restroom. But he embarrassed the heck out of me. But it was fun. It was fun. It's really a great time. So that's my story anyway, whether you want to hear it or not. So now, why don't we go ahead and go into the next clip, Behind the Scenes. That's the name of our show, Behind the Scenes. But this is behind the scenes in a day of life of young Robin Hood.
That's the very first
right?
episode, yeah.
Okay, great. But we're ready. We're going to take 3. No? Okay. So Chris is out there eating a burrito.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, you got that taco down? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, action.
Yes.
There's like 10 stories of Robin Hood. I think it's England, like 8100.
Oh, it's in England.
Yes, it was in England.
Right.
Yes. So yeah. So, anyways, so do what I can to get everything
a
done.
fine English
I think part's gonna be here.
You do.
Part of it over here.
Okay.
Part's gonna be shot on the other side over here. The part where you confront the bad guy is gonna be pretty much here.
Okay.
The part where you shoot arrows at your sister will be on the side over here.
This.
From there? Down there?
Hang on, one second. Let me set you up real quick here.
Where do you want to go?
Just wait, he'll tell you.
Oh, you got some in your hair, Keith.
Let me get it.
All the way back.
I got it.
You,
Oh, yeah,
wait,
perfect.
now it's in the front. Got it.
I know, I'm trying to hurry up, get this done.
Hey,
quick.
you're fine.
Let's try it again. One more time. Okay, ready? One more time. Let's try it. Rehearsal.
You good?
Yep, rehearse. Action. Okay, cut. One more time.
So how was that? Did you like it?
Yeah.
It was fun?
Yeah. Come on, man, bring it on.
Are you ready? I'm talking to you. Are you so ready for this?
I'm so ready.
I'm so excited to be here.
So, are you excited?
It's
It's gonna be fun though, right?
I know, I love doing it. Alex used to wear a comfy shirt and the best.
It's encouraging because
you're
different.
One go past the bell.
Maybe he lives there. Oh my god, right? I need to show my mom these episodes. William, leave him alone. I swear I just borrow my friend's kids and destroy them.
I can take the red tip off.
That's what I do. I'm a horrible influence, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll tell him. Yeah.
Oh, no, my belt fell.
And they call me and they're like, tell my kid this word, and I'm like,
They make them lighter now, and I feel like it's cheating.
see I can do. Haha, gotcha.
Especially BKS,
Whoa.
they don't. They make
Just gonna block it. We're gonna be doing it on this corner here.
I don't find you
We're gonna pretty
threatening,
much.
apparently. I'll get
We're
ready
gonna have
to
you
fight
stand on
you.
this side here, turn on that. We're pretty much gonna show him how to stand. Like,
Can you? Okay,
he's
so
gonna show you what to do.
Alright.
Kind of
So I'm just mimicking.
Correct. Yeah. Don't hit each other.
Why in all the
We're gonna have a quick, just a camera shot, see how it looks. Okay.
Oh, they're all fighting? You're my big sister.
And then I start walking. Not gonna do it. It freaks people out.
No, don't.
We have a kitchen at work where I work, and I do that.
You're hiding in the forest, so
Okay.
you're
Are you a Batman?
Seriously, stop.
Sort of.
Yes! I'm Batman.
Sort of a Batman.
I say, oh, Batman. Please.
I'm...
This way, buddy. So Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Cool, awesome, cool. That's it.
It's about 20 minutes from LA, and you're still kind of hidden from all the craziness.
How, like, traffic-wise? I know driving.
Just always give yourself an hour and a half. Always. I don't care.
First time makeup shot, not bad.
Is that it?
Not yet, we're not done. Not done.
It's bad. I walked everywhere.
Is it that bad or is it?
No, San Francisco's a lot better. Yeah,
I love my bike,
Honestly, I would invest in a motorcycle.
I love my bike, but I bike.
Yeah, that'll work. Cool, awesome. Okay, if I had a mirror, I'll show you, but. Okay.
Yeah, if I can bike, I
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Here you go.
You guys having fun?
Yeah, it is. It's really hot. And itchy.
And we're back.
Right, that was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yes, it was. Brings back memories.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So again, right here behind the scenes, we try to be entertaining, or we are entertaining, and we're also educational. So you actually get to see those of you young people who kind of want to be on a set. You can see that there's an element of fun as well as working. And learning your lines, and some producers are very strict about staying with the script, or some
Correct.
directors,
Yes,
right?
yeah. I like to, as much as possible, stick to the dialogue, but I give them a chance to do their own thing if they can. If they get mixed up on some words, say, well, go ahead and say this instead.
Sure.
Easy for them.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because you're absolutely right. Because I've known directors also, and they'll tell you, I want you to stay to the script, because then when we reshoot it, there's the same dialogue there.
Of course. Yes, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
besides, I wrote it that way, and you're going to say it that way.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention also that right here at Talkwad Studios, and you can find us at talkwadstudios.com. Alex Wadsworth and Gary and Chris and Zach and all the people who run this organization, the studio here, are just fantastic to work with. They are your community partners. They really put a lot of effort into what they do. They treat us with a lot of respect and professionalism. They really do. And I wouldn't say this because I walk the walk, I talk the talk. That's just the type of man I am. But it's important to like where you're going. I don't have to do this. I don't. I have other activities I could do, but I love doing it, first of all, and they make it easy for me, and why I really want to come in and do this. So I just like to really tell them thank you. And if there's anyone out there that's considering doing an online TV show or a radio podcast, we've got, if you go to talkwadstudios.com, you'll see that we have sports shows, we have entertainment shows, we have entrepreneurs that are talking about financial, benefits.
Yes,
we have veterans program. We just have a lot of great programs. And also, please don't forget about the Sunscreen Film Society. If you're an actor, if you're a director, if you're a crew member, please just look us up online or on Facebook, and you'll see where we have our meetings at and what days of the week we have them, okay? Also, I'd like to mention the Tampa Picture Show. They're a community partner. They're just right here in Dale Mabry, south of Fletcher, or south of Barrows, rather. And they, on Friday nights after they have their last showing of a film,
Yes.
first of all,
Yes.
you can have dinner and a drink or what have you there, sit down at a nice cocktail table,
Oh, yes.
and watch a movie. It's family friendly.
It is.
They have pizzas and what have you. And on the weekends, in the evening, they actually open up the house to a lot of artists, whether they're stage performances or musicians. So that's really a community partner there. Also, the Carrollwood Cultural Center. I was over there yesterday talking with the administrative staff, about special events, and they're just a phenomenal place to go. So if you live in the Carrollwood area, please support them by going and buying tickets for a concert, theater, or put your kids in after-school arts and crafts, what have you. It's a great way to. It's better than having an after-school daycare place. I mean, you're dropping them off where they're going to get an education or learn a craft, or and they're supervised by professionals. So that's really great. And I thought I had everyone. Oh yeah, Indie Studios. I was out talking with Buddy Winsett today, and we had a really good conversation. They're just on the cutting edge of everything that's going on with video production, with motion pictures, indie as well as major motion pictures, and they're just there in St. Pete. So again, please just find them on the internet. This is, I'm not going to give everyone or flash on the screen web addresses, because if I were going to interview, I'd have to do my homework, so please do your homework. I know that these young people are doing their homework as well. Right, guys? Yeah. You guys do your homework every day, right?
No.
Not every day?
Okay. I do it, but not every day.
Okay. Well, you do it, though.
Yeah.
That's right. You do it and you get it in. Okay. Well, I tell you what. I'm sure that there are a lot of crazy stories about what goes on the set and what happens while the actors are working. Do you have something in particular? Do you think someone has?
I have a couple of stories, but I think I'd rather have them tell you a story. Okay. Since they were actually in it.
So who's got a good story to tell? All of you? Okay. So how do we tell who's going first?
We can go by order of appearance. Who showed up first to the series? So we'll start with Ben.
Okay. Good.
All right. So there was a scene where we were supposed to be shooting arrows at like the archery thing, and then Rick was the head guy, make sure everyone's in line, and he had to talk with like this accent, and the accent was like making me laugh, and Robin Hood and I, we were supposed to be talking to each other. He would get mad at us for us talking, and on top of that, Robin was like, "Hey, have you seen May Marian? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous." And I was like, "Oh my god."
Oh good.
That's cool though. Yeah. That is cool. I'll tell you what, so everyone can see, why don't you just stand up right next to Maval there. Is it Maval?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name.
Yeah.
Okay, and kind of turn around and show off your costume, or your wardrobe, rather. That's pretty cool. That actually looks like you came out of Sherwood Forest.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
All right, real good. All right, so...
let's start with then. Let's go ahead and pick on Alaric. Why not?
Okay, Alaric.
Yeah.
What's your story?
Well, we were shooting one scene. It was at a graveyard, and it was at a weird graveyard because most of the graves were mostly all covered with grass, and most of the old ones were just abandoned. And we had to go to where those abandoned, tombs were, and we had to shoot one of the scenes where we were, I was talking to a tomb to my sister.
Yeah, yes, it was, yes.
Wait, that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So was it kind of spooky, or how'd you feel about it?
I wouldn't go there during the night, that's for sure.
What if somebody tapped you on the shoulder? That'd give me the heebie-jeebies.
I got this right here.
Okay, well, I tell you what. Why don't you stand by Ashley also and kind of show everyone your wardrobe? That looks very cool. You got the boots on. You got that belt, the vest. Yeah, good job, Max. Good job. Yeah. So who's doing your wardrobe?
Actually, I do all the wardrobe, most of it.
Really?
Yes, I do. Yes, thank you.
Oh. You're a pretty handy guy.
I try. It saves on budget right there, just the costumes. Yeah,
absolutely.
The costumes are pretty much made as authentic as I can, with the actual, as authentic fabric as I can. And some of the costumes are, some are friendly, some are not, unfortunately. Yeah. But for me to make them realistic enough, I need to use some good fabric.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like the one that Ashley's wearing, Ashley's wearing, it's not quite summer friendly, but it looks authentic enough that it's good. Yes.
Yeah.
And I usually come up with a design and mix it with something else. For example, Alaric's vest is just a vest. I added a shirt, different color pants, and then with Thaddeus is more of a combination of.
Hey, Thaddeus, why don't you come up and show?
Yes,
just right by Ashley there.
Added the pants and the shirt, two different color shirts and cloak and. Arrows with a bow, and
very cool.
I made the arrows also. Arrows are actually
now,
handcrafted.
Tell us about this medallion here. Is it magical?
That is his medallion. Yes, he's what's called a seer.
Oh,
basically he can see things like a wizard kind of thing. It has some magic to him. So I saw that particular medallion at Michael's, and I'm going, I like that. So I kind of grabbed that. Yeah.
Okay.
And of course we have Mavel's costume, which is pretty much as realistic as Celtic as I can. Nice green and brown fabrics for the cloak and little headband and the thing around her neck is called a viewing crystal. She can see things through that crystal, little spirits or something.
But she's also kind of a viewer.
Yes, she is.
Or seer,
Yes.
a
Yep.
viewer. So do you have to hold it up and look through it, or?
Yes, I have held this up and looked through it like a million times because I
Yeah?
kept getting it wrong. I was like,
So what do you see when you look at the guys?
guys.
You just see them themselves. You don't see like Hogwarts or anything like that.
No.
No?
I wish.
She sees good-looking young men.
There you go. I like it.
Wait, I see Zac Efron?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I tell you, I was just talking to somebody out in the lobby, and we're talking. I was saying, how's my hair, right? So they were laughing. I said, I'm an actor. We have egos. Actors have, because we want to look good. If you're portraying that role, you want to look and feel like you're in that role, right? Well, I'm a talk show host over here,
Of
so
course,
I
you
should,
have to look good.
but I'm just vain anyway. So, well, I tell you what, I know that we have some special talent in the form of Ashley Nicole.
Ooh,
Now, I understand that you're a songwriter and a performing songwriter.
that I am.
Okay, and just so you folks at home know, there are a lot of songwriters out there that don't perform. They're really great at what they do, but they're not performing songwriters. To have someone that's actually singing and writing their own songs and has the talent to pull it off, and has the talent to pull it off well. And I've heard some of Ashley's work online, and I'm really excited about hearing this. The name of the song is?
Magical.
Magical. Do you want to have a stool, or you want to stand, or?
I can stand.
Okay, great. Well, I tell you what. Why don't we move right over here to the magic screen?
I'm gonna do it now?
Yes.
Oh.
Is that all right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
great.
good.
Okay.
Microphone having somewhere?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
So we got a microphone right there. Okay, and Chris is taking care of us at the board. Chris Wiles. Okay, and we're coming on. Ashley Nicole, everyone. Mystical too.
So I'm standing there on a Monday morning. He winked at me, felt like I was soaring. He's got those shiny blue eyes, he's not like other guys. He makes my heart skip a beat once or twice. He makes me scream and shout, let my emotions out. Now I see he's not typical. He's not practical. He is magical, and that's why he's perfect for me. He's not typical. He's not practical. He is magical, and that's why he's perfect for me.
Oh, I don't get applause?
We met up after school every day. He always knew what to say. He makes my heart beat fast. He never puts me last. He always tells me that I'm beautiful. I tell him how I feel. He makes my dreams feel real. And now he's mine. He's not typical. He's not practical. He is magical, and that's why he's perfect for me. He's not typical. He's not practical. He is magical, and that's why he's perfect for me. He's got those shiny blue eyes. He's not like other guys. He's magical. He makes my heart beat fast. He never puts me last. He's magical. He's not typical. He's not practical. He is special, And that's why he's perfect for me, perfect for me, perfect for me. He's not typical, typical. He's not practical, practical. He is magical, magical. And that's why he's perfect for me. He's not typical, typical. He's not practical, practical. He is magical, magical. And that's why he's perfect for me. Typical, typical. Practical, practical. Magical, magical. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great, Ashley Nicole.
Thank you.
All right, so now where can people find your? Now, do you have a full-length CD? Is it just a couple of songs? Where are you with this now?
I have an EP which is 5 songs.
Okay.
And it is on iTunes.
Okay, so they can find you just under Ashley Nicole, or is it a certain genre of music?
Just Ashley Nicole, and then you should find me. It's like a purple picture. It's got me on it.
Oh.
Obviously, I'm not just in this.
Yeah.
but
Do you have that photograph? Okay. Why don't we go ahead and put that on the screen? Take a look at it.
Yay! I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, that's very cool. So that's the real Ashley Nicole outside of Sherwood Forest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So, do you guys have any hidden talents? Do you juggle? What do you do, Elric?
Piano.
Really? Wow. How long have you been playing the piano?
For almost about 2 years now.
So now, are you strictly to orchestrated pieces, or are you playing any pop stuff, or?
Well, I'm more like, yeah,
Or
kind of
just-
classical.
Okay. So
But-
you're kind of in the learning stages, and yeah. How about you guys? Anything?
I used to dance.
Oh.
Okay.
The cat is out of the bag.
Okay, and Ben?
Yeah, I play drums a little bit. Yeah, I've been
We could
I've been playing
form a
drums for
band.
like 4
Yes.
months now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a band together, or do you
We
play?
should form
No.
a
You
band.
should.
Yeah.
We could get the whole Robin Hood crew.
You know, that's right, and you could
That's
call
a thought, there you go.
call it Sherwood. You know, the Merry Men.
Do an actual video.
And girl.
music video.
Lavelle and the Merry Men.
Oh, okay,
Is
I
that
like
right?
that.
I like
Merry
it.
Men.
That's pretty cool.
The music video at the end of the chapter 8.
That's right.
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Yeah, and you could manage them, and you could
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also with
And-
Ben's an accomplished fencer too.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah. Fencer.
Wow.
Oh.
Now, was that prior to meeting Max, or did you train under his tutelage?
Well, I went to fencing, and he was just one of the guys there. We wanted to fence each other, but every time he was like, Ben, I would get fenced, I was already out of my costume.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh man, maybe next week. We
Yeah.
did that for like over a month.
So
It's
he
like, oh,
avoided
next
he
week.
avoided you, right?
I avoided
Yeah?
him.
Yeah, I'll bet,
I avoided
huh?
him, yeah.
And then one day we fenced, and it was like, okay, and we've been fencing ever since then.
Oh, that's
and
great.
Then we've been just like at fence, we've just been talking more, and he said, hey, I'm doing this video. That's really how I met him. Through
Oh,
fencing.
good. That's fantastic. Well, I've been it's been a pleasure to have you guys here. It really has been. I know you came all the way up from Orlando, and we're in Tampa Bay, folks, by the way. And I really do appreciate it. I think you're all very nice young actors, and I wish you all the best. So what's next? What do you have? But I don't want you to ruin the story or
No,
anything.
not at all.
Okay.
What I want to do is I recognize some people that couldn't make it here today.
Please
of
do.
course, Nicholas Wolf.
Yes.
He was he's a regular actors too. And we have, of course, Nathan Nardozzi, which played our young Robin Hood, a young Sheriff of Nottingham, I'm sorry. And of course, our main actor, Keith Froling, he plays Robin Hood. He couldn't make it here today. Thank you. And we have Timothy Lovato, which is also on our regular cast. He couldn't make it here today. And we have 2 new cast members, Jonathan Popple, Mitch Pereira, and a young man called, his name is LJ Ruth.
Okay.
Which are actually going to be in our next episode.
Okay. So
we recognize them for,
No, that's cast, correct?
Correct.
Now,
Yes,
what
sir.
about
Yep.
crew?
Crew, honestly, I'm the only one that does the crew. I'm camera, sound, editor. Wait a minute, I'll get there, hang on. But what I do is I often get the parents to help me out. Parents will sit there and say, can I do audio
Good.
for you? Can I do camera? Ashley did audio for me at one point.
My mom and dad cooked
Yeah.
for you.
Exactly, yeah. That is his parents
Good.
cooked for me and gave us food and
There you go.
location.
I could've
I
The
got
good
some music.
thing about Max is that you get stuff done quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I want to play around, yeah.
Especially because he gets it done in the morning, because you don't want to be out in this at
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
4
Yes.
o'clock. 'Cause
Okay.
I had a heat stroke at 10
Oh, wow.
in the morning.
That's
of
not
this.
good. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We really have to wrap it up now. I really do appreciate y'all coming. It's been my pleasure. Okay?
been a
Thank
pleasure
you
being
so
here.
much for
Thank you,
coming
sir.
up. Max,
Thank you for taking
Max
much.
Ortiz.
Thank you.
Trainer, martial artist, writer, producer, director, and to the parents that, support
Without them,
support
yeah, without them, I can't do it without them. Yeah,
their
absolutely.
young adults in their endeavors. Thank you so much. This is Al Alvarez with Behind the Scenes. Let's have a good night. How about a big kiss for everyone, okay? Everyone send out a big kiss. I guess we're going to wrap this up. So everyone say goodbye, good night.
Good
night, everybody.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. And that's 1, 2, 3. Let's have a wrap, Chris.
This program was brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization, setting the standard for new media broadcasting.